Hello? Um, may I come in? My apologies, monsieur. I am Héloïse Dumoulin from Maison Vautrin, the tailor shop. I am the seamstress you required. Your butler instructed me to come up here on my own. He seemed rather busy and didn't bother accompanying me. A birthday party? I see. There's a lot to be done then. And now I understand why he seemed so nervous. And I reckon this is also why you're in need of my help. For a suit, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you were expecting Monsieur Vautrin. He's still on holiday. Lucky him. So he asked me to come in his stead. I hope this does not inconvenience you. If I wasn't the best, he wouldn't have asked me to come here, monsieur. Rest assured, I will do an excellent job and take great care of the suit, which is probably this one on the mannequin, yes? With just a quick look at it, I can already tell there's a lot of flaws. But may I take a closer look? The earlier I start, the earlier I'll be able to leave, and so won't take too much of your time. Thank you. Correct me if I'm wrong, monsieur, but this suit was made by an automaton, and you asked for my employer's help to correct its tailor work. Yes, he let me on the secret. He has the utmost trust in me, and so can you. I can promise I should not reveal anything of what is happening or is being said here today to anyone. And if my word is not enough, and it makes you more comfortable, I can sign a non-disclosure contract. I understand the importance of secrecy when it comes to your family, and especially with the matter at hand. I do not wish to overstep, monsieur, but it is quite ironic for the Armandel family, your family, to resort to the help of a human craftsman to correct the mistakes of the wrong automaton. I am afraid I am never at loss for words, but I shall stay silent if you so prefer. And I also should go back to my work. This stitching work is awful. A child could have done better. The cut is sloppy, with no character. Monsieur, why do I find this situation ironic? Do not take my words so much to heart. They're not worth it. You're curious. Your family is one of the most powerful in all Europe. You own an industrial empire with your metallurgy factories, and you've always been keen on reminding everybody, if not the whole world, of how anything you do, anything that comes out of your plans, is the best there is, especially your automatons. And clearly, this suit is proof enough that it isn't true. I've been working as a seamstress for a few years now, and I've never seen such poor work. So, you, having to resort to human help to take over your perfect creation's work, is indeed ironic. Now, monsieur, if you don't mind, I need you to wear the suit. Otherwise, I won't be able to work on it properly. I understand the mannequin is built to your proportions, but cloth is a complicated material to work with, especially for a suit. It needs to fit your form perfectly, to hug your body to perfection when you breathe or move around. And this cannot be done with a mannequin. So if you don't mind, I'll give you some time to change. Thank you. I shall look away, here, out the window. The preparations for the birthday party are still ongoing. I've never seen so many servants in one place. They are swarming, like ants or bees, all with a distinct task. Looks like an elaborate choreography from up here. No, I've never seen anything like it. I didn't even know one could rent such a luxurious circus tent for a birthday. This looks like a sight from a painting or a description from a novel. So many colors. Tables, bottles of champagne, a stage for an automated orchestra. I cannot help but be fascinated by this sight. It could almost be beautiful. Yes, almost, because... And I shall ask for your forgiveness for being so straightforward, monsieur, but seeing so much opulence and wealth in one place feels wrong on so many levels. Why? Are you so disconnected from reality that you believe everybody lives like you and your family? That this, all this, your estate, your garden where a whole army could probably fit, this room alone full of gilding, paintings, exotic plants, handmade furniture, ancient books, and this gramophone. One of a kind, all copper and gold, meticulously carved. Do you really believe that this is normal, everyday life? Thank the Emperor for that. You're not as delusional as most people from your social class are. I told you. As we say in French, je n'ai pas ma langue dans ma poche. I do not keep my tongue in my pocket. But it doesn't bother you, does it? Otherwise you would have asked me to leave. But you don't. Why? You tell me. But I can guess that maybe you are intrigued. I'm sure most people working for you have only good things to say. That they're only using the words you want to hear, drowning you in never-ending compliments and sentimentality. All most probably fake, artificial, fabricated to gain something from you. Money, power, network. So, of course, meeting someone who doesn't partake in this little simulated dance would be intriguing and maybe a nice change. Who knows? I do not hate you, not personally. And hate is too strong of a word, or maybe too weak. It depends. But for the sake of me keeping this job and not bringing shame to my employer, let's use dislike. I dislike all that you represent. Because not only do you mercilessly use your workers to build your so-called empire, but you also pay them pittance. And now, with your newly founded automaton factory, you replace them with machines, leaving the poor souls to fend for themselves in poverty and joblessness. Of course I know what I'm talking about, more than you could ever comprehend. I am sure this will come to no surprise to you, but I am from the working social class, the poor, as we're usually called, the blue collars, and I'm certain you have other disdainful names to call us by. My father used to work for your family in one of your factories. Hard at work he was. One of the best in my eyes. Long hours, exhaustion, miserable pay. He destroyed his body for this job. For me, my siblings, my mother. He's worked almost all his life for you, from the age of 13 to way past his 50s. And pray tell, how was he rewarded for his hard work and loyalty? Of course you have no idea. Why would you? He was let go, like all the others, replaced by an automaton, a machine. Something he spent years working to create indirectly. That too is ironic, if you ask me, monsieur. He could find another job. Are you serious? You are disconnected after all. He is too old to be employed somewhere else. Nobody wants him, especially in this economy. So, the only solution to the problem was for me and my siblings to find employment and hopefully not be replaced by a copper human a few months in. Ah, you're done. Good. Now, let me take an overall view of this mess. Please, of course I can fix it. It will just take more time and so cost you more money, although I'm sure it doesn't matter to you. You know that hiring a tailor from the beginning would have been less time consuming than using a machine to make your suit, right? Well, I guess your family is stubborn. Right, let me work on the shirt first, if you please. I'll just remove your jacket and put it here for now. Of course, I hate automatons. Should you even ask? Why? Have you listened to my story? It's not unique. Your creations, those things that come out of your factories, replacing workers, they ruin the lives of hundreds and soon most likely thousands. And this will result in what? More poverty, more crime, more chaos. More wealth in the long run. Do you really believe that? Sacrifices need to be made for technology to advance. Spoken like a true businessman. This is easy for you to say. You sacrifice nothing. You just stay here in this golden cage of yours and see the world unravel, move, while you enjoy your wealth built on the sweat of others. Those same others who will never, ever see the fraction of what you own. The world is built on the back of the poor. It has always been like that. And it will probably never change. Oh, sorry. Did it hurt? I just pricked you with my needle. Nothing to fuss about. Just, please, stay still. It's nothing. Just a little drop of blood. Here. All gone. Did it really hurt? Messing with me? Right, of course. You know, I'm also holding scissors, right? I'd be more careful who I'm messing with if I were you. Don't move. Wouldn't want to butcher this pretty little infuriating head of yours. Hey, what are you... Stop! What came over you? Who in their right mind lifts a lady's skirt? You wanted to confirm something. And pray tell, what is it? You... Yes, I do have a mechanical leg. What of it? I do not criticize advancement. Never have, never will. What I am against is when technology ruins the lives of men and doesn't benefit them. You can let go of my skirt now. Thank you. I lost it at the factory, because I'm sure that would have been your next question, right? I told you, after my father was laid off, I had to find a job, quickly, without any prior experience. So I went to the factory. Your factory. They were in need of petite employees to clean the machines. I'm sure you can guess what happened. My leg got crushed under a steam press. I got stuck there while cleaning it. The pain was so excruciating that I don't even remember what happened. I just lost consciousness. One moment I was in the factory and the next in the infirmary. But I guess I should be grateful. Your family did pay for my prosthetics, and now I have a job I do enjoy, so maybe it was for the best. Who knows? While in recovery, I got all the time in the world to learn everything there is to know about being a tailor. Being bedridden is extremely boring. So I had plenty of time to practice using needles and scissors. All right, I'm done with your shirt. Now your pants. The hems are a disaster. But I guess I should feel relieved. Well, That just means that my job won't be taken over by an automaton tomorrow. Your engineers still have a lot of work and thinking to do before they can match me. And what about you? How did you end up with a mechanical arm? What? Did you think I wouldn't notice? It's hidden under the shirt, yes, but you can still notice it. And I may have peeked while you were changing. What? Did you really think I wouldn't try to get a glimpse of the Armandel family's heir? The one the whole Paris is talking about. The bachelor all the ladies are running after. I just wanted to make my own mind up, to see what all the fuss was about. Can you blame me for that? What do I think then? That I shall keep all to myself. Right, the hems are done. So, about this arm of yours, what happened? You couldn't have lost it in one of your factories. You don't work. Not at war either, because you never really got into battle, I assume. So, what then? Maybe an accident? Wait, what? You're kidding, right? So, when you hit 25, your arm was cut off and replaced by a mechanical one because of tradition? Because you need to show the world that you're not afraid to use your own products? That's... How can your parents let this happen? Are you happy with this? Or have you just accepted it? You had no choice. You know, I knew someone way back that would always tell me that we do have a choice, always. But I guess it's more complicated than that. I still can't believe it. You sacrificed your own body to prove the world what your family is worth? But if you could have chosen, would you have cut your arm? I see. I guess I never truly thought about that. Well, the fact that your life can be complicated too, at a completely different level, of course, but that's... If I were a parent, I would never, ever let my child do something like this. For the sake of my name. That's ludicrous. Can I take a look at it? Your arm. I've seen industrial prosthetics. My leg is one of them. But I'm sure yours is something else. You're sure? Thanks. I'll take your shirt off then. never seen such intricate work. It's beautiful. Is that all gold? Coated copper? Of course. Is that okay if I touch it? It's not cold. How can it not be cold? So, the gears turning create enough heat to warm the metal. That's genius. And the patterns. Flowers. Ironic that it's the symbol of your family when your factories destroy nature as well. Can you see all the inconsistencies your name bears? You want a brighter future for humankind, but you destroy it. Your coat of arms are flowers, and because of your factory's fumes, none have been growing in the periphery for years. Tell me, how can you live knowing all this? Don't you feel anger towards your name? Or do you not care at all? Do you have no empathy? What do I think? Really? I think it's complicated inside your mind. That so many values, ideas, ideals fight against each other, claw at each other. And you feel lost in the middle of it all. That you see what is happening to the world because of your name, but you can't do anything about it, because it would mean going against your family, your legacy, your traditions, yourself. And by the way you look at me, I think that no one has ever told you that before. When I first came here, I envied you. All you had, all you possess, but now I rather much prefer to live in my small flat under the roofs of Paris than spend 1 hour in your shoes. This life of yours, it must be so lonely, isn't it? Your arm, it's handmade, not factory made. No machine could create such a masterpiece. Another irony, inconsistency in your story. You want the world to see how powerful your metallurgy empire is, but at the same time, you lie, you play pretend, you fake. You make us believe that this is made by you, your factories, your automatons, when, just like this suit, gentle human hands took care of it. Let it be food for thought, monsieur. I am done. I shall take your jacket and finish the work at the shop. It will be ready for the birthday celebration. You just need to come and pick it up. Oh, and you should put a shirt back on, or you'll catch a cold. I'll see you in a few. I'll have a note delivered to you when the jacket is ready. It was a pleasure to meet you, monsieur.